Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to see about Argo CD. Okay, so what is it, why it is important, and how it is changing the way we manage Kubernetes. Okay, so we will get a deep dive into what is actually GitOps and what exactly is Argo CD, and why Argo CD is one of the most popular GitOps tool, and also let's understand how it is used and how it differs from other tools, and also we can see step by step installation of Argo CD. Okay, so let's get started. So what is GitOps? Okay, so GitOps is one of the modern operational model for managing Kubernetes and cloud native applications. Okay, so in GitOps, we have Argo CD. Similarly, we have many other tools like Flux CD, and then we have Spinnaker. Many things are there. Okay, so normally, in case if we are using Jenkins, it is a push-based model. So we will have some changes in our code, and we will be pushing that into any of the production environment, end environment, like Kubernetes or on-prem, whatever it is. We are going to push it. But GitOps is like it is a pull-based mechanism. So whatever changes we make in the Git repositories, it will just try to sync those changes, and it will maintain it as a single source of truth. Okay, so it extends DevOps practices by using Git as single source of truth for both code and infra. Okay, even for your infrastructure, or else in case if you are using some application code, so it will consider Git as a single source of truth. Okay, so what are all the main things? So here everything is maintained as a code. So even if applications or infrastructure, whatever it is, so everything is stored in Git repos. Okay. So in case if you have to make any modifications, you have to make it in the Git repos, and it is of declarative config. So you can describe the desired state. So what exactly you need in the end environment, you can define it as a declarative manner using ML or else Helm charts, customize whatever you want. You can use any tool, and then you can define the configurations. And automation. So GitOps operator Argo CD continuously ensures that cluster matches Git. So in case if there is some drift from the environment like production or dev environment to the code, it will automatically identify and it will try to roll back, and it will consider Git as the source of truth. So whatever configurations you have mentioned in Git repos, the same thing will reflect in your environment. Okay, so in case if someone manually modifies something in the environment, it will be automatically reverted. And it is pull based model. Unlike CI/CD push, GitOps tools pull from Git and sync into the cluster. This is very good in maintaining the cluster state. Okay, so there will, in case if there are any manual changes, those things will not be reflecting in the production. So your production environment will be stable. So what are all the benefits? So the key benefits are version control. So for example, in case if you are making any modifications in Git, so you will be able to audit it. So because whatever changes you make in Git, only those things it will be reflecting in the production, right? So that will be very helpful in version control. And rollback with the Git history. For example, you have deployed something and it is having some bugs. So in case if you have to roll back, you can simply roll back to the previous commit in Git. Okay, so that even the environment which is deployed in the end environment, it will be rolled back. And fast recovery. During deployments, in case if something goes wrong, we can easily roll it back to the previous state. And security, no need to give CI/CD pipeline cluster admin. So normally when we do CI/CD thing, uh, pipeline using Jenkins or something, we have to give the cluster admin credentials, everything. But in GitOps, nothing is required. It is just pull-based mechanism, right? You will be installing it directly on the Kubernetes cluster, and it will directly pull the changes. No need of giving any separate credentials. Okay, and also consistency across environments. So it will be constant across different environments. If it is dev, prod, whatever it is, you will use the same Git repo, right? So you will have the same configurations across environments. And then what is Argo CD? So Argo CD is Argo Continuous Delivery. Okay, so it is a declarative GitOps tool. It is one of the GitOps tool for Kubernetes. So initially it was built by Intuit. Now it is like a cloud native CF project. Okay, so what are the features? So it syncs clusters with Git repository. So in case if you are making any changes in the Git repository, it will be automatically synced. Okay, and then you can access and manage the deployments using UI. You have the UI, And then in case if you want to manage it using CLI, you can use it using CLI. Also we have support for API. Even if you make some API calls, even using that one, you will be able to manage the deployments. And it also supports Helm charts, and also it supports customize, and then you can pass even YAML files, or you can use JSONet. Okay, so automated drift detection in case if there is some drift between your production environment and your Git code, so it will be automatically identified. For example, in case if you have like multiple team members, and if someone makes some manual changes in your Kubernetes cluster, so those things will be automatically analyzed, and it will be rolled back to its original state, where the source code is there. Okay, and it is multi-cluster support. In case if you have multiple clusters, it supports that as well. Okay, and also we can implement RBAC and SSO integration. Okay, so RBAC policies and a single sign-on. So those things can also be integrated with Argo CD. And why Argo CD is popular? It is very lightweight. Okay, it is very lightweight, and it is Kubernetes native. So nowadays everything is related to microservices and Kubernetes, right? So it will be very useful. And real-time synchronization. In case if some changes are happening, it will automatically sync. Okay, so real-time synchronization will be there, and clear visualization of app states. So we will have like whether the application is running or failed, or sync is like out of sync. So everything will be clearly visible. Okay, so we will be able to identify the issue, and we will be able to fix that one. Okay, and what is the main difference between Argo CD and other GitOps tools? So we have other GitOps tools like Flux CD, Jenkins. Okay, so UI dashboard in Argo CD we will have UI dashboard, and in Flux CD we will not have any dashboard. And Jenkins X we will have the basic one. It will not be much clear like Argo CD. And multi-cluster management. So both Argo CD and Flux CD supports, and Jenkins X is limited. Okay, and support for Helm chart and customize. All three support that. Drift detection. So Argo CD and Flux CD it will detect the drift, whereas Jenkins X it will not identify it. And whether it is pull based or push based. So both Argo CD and Flux CD are pull based, whereas Jenkins is push based. Okay, so now let's get started with creation of a Kubernetes cluster and installation of Argo CD. Okay, so we have the AWS environment. So again the same thing. So we can create an EC2 instance, Ubuntu, and then 2204, confirm changes, and then you can select medium, and then I will just select the key pair, and then I will just allow everything. Okay, and then disk space I am giving it as 25 GB, and launch instance. So let's go to EC2 instances, and just click on this one and connect. Okay, so the instance is ready. I'll just clear it. So we have to install the Kubernetes. Okay, so even in the previous classes we have seen, right? Just go to this DevOps docs, guys. In case if you have not forked this one, just fork, and you also select this star, so that any new updates will be automatically updated there. Okay, try to start this one so that it will be useful for you guys. Okay, so now let's go to Kubernetes upgrade. So we have this Kubernetes cluster, right? Just select this one, copy. So just come here, vi kubernetes.sh. I'll just paste it and then close it. So we have to run it in root user. So I am just converting it. I am just going it into root. Okay, if you see here root, and then I have to give permission for that file, right? Execute permission. So I'll just give that one, and then I will just execute the script. Okay, once the cluster is ready, I will get back. Okay, meanwhile, while it is installing, let's go. Just I will go here and I will create a. Okay, so if you come here, we have one more folder called Kubernetes. Okay, just go here, and if you see, we have something called install Argo CD and Minikube. Okay, just select this one. Like we already have the documentation, so we have to install the Argo CD as well, right? So this is on Minikube. Just come to bottom, so here you see something called install Argo CD and Minikube. Okay, we can use the same thing on Kubernetes as well. Okay, let's check whether it is there. Okay, it is taking some time. So we can use this one to install the Argo CD. Okay. Okay, the Kubernetes cluster is ready. Now let's try to see kubectl get pods. So we don't have any resources. Okay, so we don't have any resources. Now let's try to install. Okay, now let's create a namespace. Okay, of Argo CD. Just I will copy this one, paste it. So we have created a namespace called Argo CD. Okay. So next is we are just giving the repo of Argo CD project, which is of install.yaml. Just copy this one. So it will install the Argo CD in the namespace Argo CD. Okay. So this is the repo. Just I will copy this one, paste it here. So it is trying to create. So it is trying to create everything like custom resource definitions and then service accounts, and then it is trying to create roles and then role bindings, and also it is trying to create config maps and secrets, services and deployments, network policies. So everything is getting created. Okay. So to see the resources, kubectl get all. So in the namespace Argo CD, so it will try to list all the resources in Argo CD namespace. Paste it. So if you see, almost everything is ready except Argo CD server. It is still 0 bar 1. And even this Argo CD, this deployment. So we have pods, we have services, we have deployments, replica sets, and stateful sets. So everything is there. Okay. So I'll just clear this one and then I'll do up arrow again. So everything is ready now. Okay. So Argo CD application, it is installed. Now we have to expose this Argo CD server. Okay, in case if we have to access this one, we have to expose this one. Okay. So in case if you have to expose, you have to run kubectl port forward. So we have to port forward from service. Normally, in case if you have to access any of the application in Kubernetes, we have to access it through service, right? Because in service we will have different port numbers like node port, cluster IP, load balancers, everything will be there, right? So using that we will be accessing. Okay, if you see, this is the service of Argo CD server. So we have to, it is exposed on port number 443. Okay, we have to port forward this 443 to some other port number. Okay, and also like when we access this one, we need this admin password. Okay, so what you can do, you can just copy this one and then you can just execute. Okay, so what it will do in the Argo CD namespace under secret. Okay, secret Argo CD initial admin secret. Okay, just we are extracting that one. So if you see, we have root. So before root we have something. Okay, so just you have to use this one as the password. Okay, just copy this one, and also we have to expose this one, right? So just copy this and paste it. So in case if you run like this, it will be keep on running. Okay, it will be forwarding, and in case if you have to execute any of the command, it will be tough. So what you do, so when you execute this command, at the end you just pass ampersand. Okay, so that it will run this command in the background. Okay, so in case if you have to execute any of the commands, you can just press enter and you will be able to see kubectl get pods. Okay, so in the default kubectl get pods. So in the default namespace, you don't have any resources. Okay, kubectl get pods hyphen n Argo CD. So in the Argo CD namespace, we have these pods. Okay, so now okay, actually I am having some issue with this port number, so I will just forward it in some other port number. Okay, you guys can use 8080, but I will use a different port number. I will just use 9991, something like this. You can use any port number. Okay, so it is exposed at 99910. In case if you have to access this one, you have to access it using this public IP. Okay, just open this public IP, and then what is the port number I have exposed it? 9991. So 9991. So if I enter this one, will it work? It will not work. Why? Because we have to enable the, like we have to enable this port number in the security group as well, right? So just go here, go to security, click on security group. Okay, so we have this inbound rule, click on edit rules. So add rule, custom TCP, and port number is 9991. Okay, and custom and port number you can give anywhere. Okay, and then save rules. Okay, now let me try to refresh this one. So it has automatically opened. Okay, click on advanced, proceed. Okay, so here we have saved the password somewhere, right? So if you come here, where is this one? So this is the password. Okay, so before till root you have to copy this one. Okay, you have to copy till root, and default username. So always the default username is admin. Okay, and then you can click on password and sign in. So Argo CD is up and ready. Okay. Now in case if you have to run any of the application, we can just go to new app. So we don't have any applications here. Okay. So just click on new app. Okay. So you can give any of the application. Now let's go here. I'll just duplicate this one. So if you go to main repo, we have different projects. Right? Let's select this Artstar clone application. Okay. So just select this one. So here we have code, right? Just select this one. So just copy this one, and okay, application name you can give anything. Art star. Okay, project name you can give default, and then repository URL. Okay, so here you pass this repository URL. Okay, and revision we can keep it as head, and then here we have something called path, right? So always we have to give Kubernetes manifest files. So what is Kubernetes manifest file? Kubernetes manifest files are nothing but the service.yaml and then deployment.yaml. So these things will be there, right? So that we would have kept in some folder. So if you come here, so we have source. Here in source we have source code, but we want deployment.yaml, those things, right? So those things are in this folder. Okay, if you see we have Jenkins file, deployment.yaml, service.yaml, everything is there, right? So what is the name? Capital K8S, right? So you have to give the same thing, capital K8 capital S. Okay, and then destination. So we are running this on the same cluster, right? Same Kubernetes cluster we are installing Argo CD. So you can just select default. Okay, and namespace. So here we can just give default namespace, default. Okay, and then that's it. So once this is done, just click on create. So it is giving some error. Okay, so we have to give application name. Okay, 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 it is created. So this name should always be in small letters. Okay, so this is done. Okay, and also before this let's check. Okay, so we are trying it in default namespace, right? So qctl get pods. Okay, so nothing is there, right? No resources found. Okay, now what I will do, I'll just do the sync. Okay, I will just do the sync and then synchronize. So it is syncing and it is in the progression. So it is trying to create the service and then it is trying to create the Artstar deployment, Artstar service. So replication set. So everything is creating. Okay. So now let's go here and when we do kubectl get pods, if you see, we have the deployment. Okay, so we already got the pod. So how we got this one? Because we have directly created the application from Argo CD. Okay, now in case if you don't want this one, okay, you can directly delete this one. Okay, and then you have to give the application name. Okay, and then delete. Okay, okay, now it is started out of sync, and if you go here and again run the same command, so the application is gone. Okay, so this is how Argo CD works, guys. So we can do this as a series, and we can discuss the further things in next class. Okay, thank you, bye.